everyone, it is Dani'i and welcome to this update video this morning. I hope that you have been enjoying your morning thus far, and we're going to be looking at what is going on across the Atlantic. So there are a couple of low pressure systems here and there, but this one in particular is now designated as Invest 90L. So that is a disturbance, and we can already see some of the activity making its way into the Azores, but this is going to continue to the northeast, and it may briefly become a subtropical storm as it makes its way out. So we're going to be looking at the latest from the National Hurricane Center, and we'll also be talking about the Caribbean, of course, and the rainfall forecast for today. So let's get straight into it. We're looking at the latest from the NHC. This is the 7-day outlook, and we can see that the system is no longer in orange, but now yellow. Why, you may ask? Well, it is seemingly not getting itself together quickly enough, and it may actually run out of chances to develop into a subtropical cyclone within the next 2 days or so. As a result, that formation chance has decreased from 40 to 30% during the next couple of days. So it has actually weakened a bit, especially in terms of those gale force winds. But let us see if it's going to be reaching that threshold to be considered a subtropical storm over the next day or so. And if it does, the next name on the list is Vince, and it would acquire that name. And the hurricane season ends in less than a week now. So let's see if we'll have Vince before the official conclusion of the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season. Now let's head into the Caribbean. Here we can see that on satellite there isn't much happening. There is some convection noted over in some areas, especially for Nicaragua. For southeast Nicaragua, there has been some shower and thunderstorm activity. Now, previously known Invest 99L, that system that was a disturbance in the Caribbean, has made its way west and moved into the area. So we can see that there is still some activity being produced here. As a result, there could still be some periods of heavy rainfall, those gusty winds at times when those convective bursts develop, and even the thunderstorm activity. So elsewhere across the Caribbean, though, much isn't happening. For some areas or some patches of clouds bringing some rainfall here and there, but for the most part there isn't anything too significant noted in the region, and that is reflected right now on the rainfall forecast for today. So we're looking at it from the Euro model. We can see that over in Central America, again for parts of Nicaragua, especially the southeast coast, portions of Costa Rica, Panama, likely to experience some decent downpours at times through today. But then as we head down into Colombia, we're seeing some reds, burgundies, purples. A lot of heavy rainfall is likely, which may unleash flooding across some areas. It's a similar story for parts of southern Venezuela. Over in the Guyanas, there may be some showers moving through here and there. Nothing crazy expected today. Similar story as we head to our Trinidad, Tobago, much of the Windward Islands, Grenada, the Grenadines, St. Vincent. Potentially for the ABC Islands, there may be some rainfall activity nearby, but then that rainfall chance is significantly lower for Barbados, going to St. Lucia, Martinique, Dominica. But from Guadeloupe all the way north through Anguilla, there may be some showers moving through at times. But then as we head toward portions of the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, even going up to the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southern Bahamas, there may be some more substantial rainfall activity within the area. But then for Haiti, the Dominican Republic, going toward Jamaica, Cuba, the Cayman Islands, the northern Bahamas, and over in the Yucatan of Central America, it is unlikely that there will be a whole lot of rainfall as we head through today. And as we take a look in the Gulf, there we can see that a lot of heavy rain is expected there, but we can see that the most of that, or the worst of that, is likely to remain offshore. But across Florida, there may still be some periods of some heavy downpours. So that is what is happening, guys, and much isn't going on as the hurricane season approaches its official close. And by the way, this is the map showing the tracks of all our systems thus far in this hurricane season, and notice how the vast majority of these have remained out to sea. There have been a couple of systems which affected the Caribbean, but we haven't had a single system actually traverse the entire basin, making it from the Atlantic, coming in, moving through, going towards Central America, or even turning up to the Gulf this season. So the area of high pressure out there has not been dominant this hurricane season, and because of that, a lot of these systems, they turned out to sea, and that is some really good news, because it would have been a completely different story if many of these, especially strong hurricanes such as Lee, which was a Cat 5, actually affected somewhere at peak intensity. So this is what has happened thus far. this year has been record-breaking in terms of the amount of activity we're seeing in an El Nino season. And the reason for that is because of the above average sea surface temperatures. We've seen many systems develop in no time this year and even undergo rapid intensification. So that is what has happened thus far this year, guys. The official end of the season is only a couple of days out, as I said, and of course I'll be keeping you posted as always on what is happening. So the season may be done, but of course the next weather system that we want to keep track of is those fronts making their way out of the US, which may bring impacts to the northern part of the Caribbean. So of course I'll be keeping you posted on that, but that is what I wanted to share with you for now. So I hope you found this video to be quite informative. But if you have any questions, as always, please leave them in the comments. I'll respond to you when I get the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.